Hi everyone, and welcome to the Angel Connection. I'm Mary Beth Murphy, and today we have a very special guest, Natalie Faye. And Natalie is going to talk to us about how the angels helped her find pure love. Thank you, Natalie. Thank you for coming. And that's pretty amazing. The angels helped you, I guess, understand pure love, find pure love, experience pure love. Yeah. Wow. And how'd they do that?
Well, I mean, I think it's just, looking at the world and looking at people's belief systems. I just found it interesting that one common thread is love, and one common thread is angels. And to me, that was sort of an affirmation of the reality of love and just this sort of human belief in love as a common thread between everything and everyone.
Wow, and that's true. I mean, that's why we're all here. We're all here to experience love in all forms. Most importantly, love for ourselves, but also love for everyone else. So it is the one common thread that holds us all together. We are all here to love each other. So how did you discover this? How did this come to you?
Just studying and reading about things and meeting people, and I guess I always had a connection with the angels before I realized that they had more of a reality to themselves. I was always drawn to them when I was a kid. I used to find myself drawing pictures of them, finding statues and things like that. And I guess I didn't recognize the connection until much later when I was looking back at some of my artwork, and I realized, I really was really drawn to this type of imagery, and that had a really strong connection to me. And then realizing what they meant, I guess it was just really beautiful and very comforting.
It is beautiful and comforting. You're making me, as I'm listening to your story, you're making me think about how it's true. They're messengers from Source, from God, but they are our messengers of love, to let us know that love is truly the answer. And I always encourage everyone to send out love wherever you can, whether it be a simple smile or something more grand. But to make that connection is, sometimes you were saying you were doing it all along, and then all of a sudden it kind of dawned on you, and it's like, wait a minute, these themes are common. They keep coming up. They keep coming up.
Yeah.
So how is your life? When did this kind of understanding hit you?
I guess more recently in my life. I just started realizing that love is everywhere. It's in everything. It's with everybody, and that feels like a very peaceful thing. So in a sense, I just started realizing that without peace, there's no love. Without love, there's no peace.
So they are synonymous to you.
They're the same thing, really.
I agree with that. And how has your life been different now since that?
I just find it sort of like an affirmation that there is something greater out there than day-to-day,
yes, there is.
actions and the things we get caught up in, that, there's something bigger than that. There's something more important, that, in a sense, peace comes from remembering that only love is real.
Right, right. And do you work with your angels now that you've made that connection and you realize like peace and love kind of go hand in hand and they're synonymous with that? Do you call upon them on a day-by-day basis, or just whenever you need them? How does that work for you?
It's usually not quite so formal, or like it's more just that I sort of will think about them, or I constantly find myself seeing them places that I wouldn't expect to, and just thinking about it, really just very simply thinking about it, nothing more. It brings that feeling of comfort.
Just a simple thought.
Exactly, just acknowledging it.
And that's true. That's how the angels, I've said it before and I'll say it again now, is that the angels work with us with subtleties. It can be such a simple thought, and all of a sudden you have this feeling of peace or love, or what I always say is like a blanket wrapping around you, and that's when you know your angels are around, guiding you and protecting you in your world. And I always encourage you to ask the angels for what you need, whether it be just understanding love, understanding life, or helping you decipher a particular problem in your life. They're there to help you and guide you always. They are your best friends. And Natalie obviously has put that together, and your life seems to be humming along nicely. We have our ups and downs, but to know
Yeah.
that they're always around, I'm sure that means a lot to you.
Yeah, it does.
Good, good. Thank you for sharing your story. I
You're
really
welcome.
appreciate it.
It's my pleasure.
And I hope all of you enjoyed Natalie's story. And remember that your angels are there. Just look up, simply think of them, and you'll discover too what pure love can mean for you. I'm Mary Beth Murphy. Thank you for listening, and this is The Angel Connection.